So, in today's video, I am going to be making a Commonplace book, and I thought that I would bring you along and we can do this together. I currently have a 3-book setup. I thought what would be nice is if I could incorporate in there a 4th book, which will be my Commonplace book. Now, whether this book will stay in my notebook all the time or whether it will come and go really varies. I'd like to try and keep it in there all the time because I think I've said in a previous video that if I'm in multiple books, I don't use them. I can really only stick to the one book. And that is evidenced by the fact that I do actually have a separate Commonplace book. So this is a personal sized traveler's notebook that you can see I've got in here like a pencil board that I've cut down to fit, and I've got these beautiful books that I've made myself with Tomoe River paper in here. I started this one on the 5th of August 2023. It's usually quotes from books that I've been reading or various quotes that I like, or things from movies, or perhaps a thought that I've had that I really want to hold on to, and I will put that in there. Now, I don't use this anywhere nearly as much as I would like to or could, so my thought is that if I were to have my Commonplace book inside my traveler's notebook that comes out with me everywhere, then I will use it more. So I've decided that I'm going to make a book to go in here. Now, I have lots of notebooks that I've made. I think I've showed you my collection in another video. I could use one of them, but I would really like to make a new one just to kind of make it feel a bit special. And I received in the post today some lovely papers, so I think I'm going to use them. I will link in the cards the video where I describe my process for making my notebooks and my inserts, so please by all means go and watch that. It's a 3-part series. It's quite detailed, and hopefully if you're interested in it, then from that you will be able to make your own notebooks. I do talk about how I have notebook blanks, so here is one that I've made earlier with just some grid paper. That's what we're going to be using today. I recently got from AliExpress these little collection papers. It's called cloth material paper. What it is basically is paper with a bit of a texture to it, which is quite nice, if you can hear that. But you know, it comes with all kinds of different patterns. It's very small, but it actually is perfect sized for making a passport sized traveler's notebook with book cloth on the spine. You can see you get a whole bunch of different patterns. Of those, I've picked out the ones that I like the most and will be using to make notebook covers. And so I guess we can, from these, maybe pick out which ones we'd like. Now, I quite like the idea of this mushroom one. I feel like that would be a contender. And then I think other ones that I quite liked, I think I quite like this one as well, actually, of all of them. I mean, this one would be good too. Oh gosh, there's too many choices. Okay, so I'll probably stick to, let's have a look. Okay, so I think it's between these 4. I'm going to make a label with the Dymo label maker, so perhaps I'll make that and we can see which one we like the look of. I love the Dymo label maker. I've had it for the longest time. It's still going strong and I label my entire life with it. So, okay. So let's just go through these each one by one and we'll see which one we like the look of most. This one. Actually, that one looks really good as well. Like a bit better than I anticipated. Okay. Oh, that's quite sweet. Oh dear. Decisions. And then the other one is this kind of dotty one. So I will link them in the description. In those packets you get 3 sheets of each design. I mean, that looks fun, but I don't think it's winning so far. And here we find me trying to make a decision. I think I'm probably going to go with the mushrooms. I think I was kind of set on doing the mushrooms. And so I think I'm going to go with the mushrooms. I have also decided that I'm going to change the bottom one up. Just because it is supposed to be, all one word, commonplace. It's not commonplace. It's commonplace. So hopefully that reads a bit more like that. Okay, so I'm going to go with mushrooms. Now I have got here some pre-cut book cloth which we can use for the spine. I think probably because of the black text, I'm probably going to go with the black. Okay, so now I've got 3 different colours. Let's see what we think for each one. So I'm just going to push that to halfway. You can see how it would look. Not bad. That's quite nice. I think I actually prefer the black. I think if I was making it on this one, I think I'd prefer the darker brown, because if you can see, the dark brown like matches quite nicely with the dark brown leaves with these flowers. You know, I think I like this one more. I think I'm going to go for this. Oh my gosh, okay. Righty hosies, that's what we're doing. We're making it with this. Yeah. So I've got this book, which is my blank. I can see here where the stitch line is. So I'm going to take a passport size notebook and just line it up so I can see where the stitching needs to be. I'm going to draw around it. And then flip it over to the other side, line that up again, draw around it again. Okay, so that gives me an idea of where I need it to be gluing. I have 2 pieces of this. I'm just going to take a little magazine that I'm going to use so I don't get glue on my desk. So you can glue straight onto the book, because where you have to glue a specific area. I'm just going to glue the paper itself and then lay that on. I make sure we're coming just slightly past this edge here, just slightly. And we'll do the same on the other side. Just line that up with this line here and then just go slightly past it. And now I'm going to take my book cloth that I'm going to be putting my spine, and fold that in half so we can find the center of it. I'm going to get that fold back down the center. Kind of cradle it like this and just slot the center of our book in there. And you can see it reaches perfectly and covers right up to that paper that we've put on there. This doesn't really look like a completed notebook at the moment, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this away and I'm going to cut it on my guillotine, and I'm going to round the edges with my corner rounder. All of these things are on my How I Make My Notebooks tutorial, so you can see it there, but I will be back in a second. Hello there, so I am back. Now unfortunately my video cut out and I lost a little bit of what I was talking about, but I will go back through and refresh. So here you can see I have cut down the book to passport size and I have rounded the corners. I have put on the Commonplace title for the book, which I think looks great. Inside I have put in a margin on a couple of the pages just with pencil, just to try this out. I think what I'd like to do is document the source of information, and then on this side, and then the information on this side. I think that will work out quite well. And then I've got this blank inner cover here to document the start and finish time of the book. So yeah, I am really happy that I went with the brown floral print. I think it looks really nice, and it's a bit more of the feel, I guess, of what I was going for as opposed to the mushroom print. But I mean, what do you think? Do you think I should have used the mushroom print? I guess, you know, if I fill this book up, then I can always make a second book. I will do an update video on this regardless, whether it's worked, whether it hasn't. That'll be down the track sometime. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more content like this, then please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But regardless of all of that, thank you so much for watching, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Thank you so much. Bye.